Alright you guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here for some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC Pack 17 speculation. I've been seeing a bunch of comments about a potential upcoming AWOKEN skill for CACs. I always think this is a fun topic to discuss, so without further ado, make sure to drop a like on the video, and if we do end up getting a new AWOKEN skill, comment down below which one would you personally like to see. It could be any form, for example, orange form for Namekians, or Ultra Instinct Sign for every single CAC, maybe even another Saiyan exclusive form like Super Saiyan 4. So as we all know, with the recent Xenoverse 2 trailer, specifically the Future Saga Chapter 1, there's this new power-up / mind control ability that's going around. It's being developed by few. It's not necessarily at 100%. Few even says this in the trailer. I believe it's still a work in progress. I think that's what he says, but it's still getting the job done at the end of the day. We do see Super Saiyan God Vegeta and Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black being mind controlled. It's the third evolution of villainous mode. The second one was developed by Toa. That one was called Super Villainous. Now the third one being Ultra Super Villain, again created by few. And that's so cool to me, the lore behind this, just because few technically would be the one to evolve or even enhance Demigra's original mind control ability, just because he is the most ambitious one in terms of experimenting. I mean, we've seen all the different examples from the previous DLCs. He's been time rift portaling everywhere, gathering energy. He's just a curious man. You know, what happens if we put this character here and this character over there, gathering energy. And you know, just one of his projects that he's been working on behind the scenes is this third evolution state of the mind control ability. So that's cool how he's the one that's doing all of this. He's not necessarily an evil character, he's just curious, I believe. Correct me down below if I'm wrong, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so a lot of people have been speculating that we could see this Ultra Super Villainous state for CACs. I think that would be epic. However, at the same time, I think it would be even cooler if we do get forms that we know of. Super Saiyan Rose, Super Saiyan 4, you know, full power Super Saiyan, those type of transformations, just because, I don't know, I think they're a lot cooler. However, I do have a cool theory / idea of how the Ultra Super Villainous form could work. So let's take a look at the original Super Saiyan transformations by Goku. You know how he has Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3. The CAC's custom characters can also use his forms. It takes 3 key bars for Super Saiyan 1, 4 key bars for Super Saiyan 2, and then 5 for 3. That could work the same exact way for Ultra Super Villainous state, because again, this is the third evolution. So the third form could be Villainous mode. Second form, of course, taking up 4 key bars, could be Super Villainous, and the third form, taking up 5 key bars, could be Ultra Super Villain. That way we can get all 3 instead of just this one. Of course, they'll have their own unique abilities, and yes, obviously different from the Super Saiyan. I believe this original ability or technique, whatever you want to call it, I look at this more as a power-up / technique ability, something similar to Kaioken, because you can stack Kaioken on top of original Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Blue, hence Blue Kaioken, and you know, maybe something along the lines of Babdi's mind control, how Vegeta had the Majin power-up on top of his Super Saiyan 2. Because if we take a look at Super Saiyan God Vegeta, he's already in his transformed state, but with the Ultra Super Villainous power-up, right? So that's why I think of it more of a technique. But it could definitely still classify as a transformation, you know, whichever one floats your boat. But in terms of the actual gameplay mechanics, the only similarities to the Super Saiyan forms would be the 3 different evolutions, of course, and the initial power increase. But that's a given. That's like within every single transformation. I think the original lore behind the mind control ability gives the character evil intent. So if they could kind of, you know, integrate that into the gameplay, like for example, maybe give Ultra Super Villainous an extra ability. You guys know how with Ultra Instincts, it changes some of like the Ki Blast attack to the Soaring Fist attack. We get the additional Ki Charge, so they could add specific techniques or abilities for each villainous form. for example, the energy absorption attack from Super 17. Wait, am I thinking of the right character? I believe Android 17, somebody has an ability to absorb the opponent's energy or stamina, right? I think that'd be a great way to kind of integrate the evil side of things, you know, lore-wise to the gameplay mechanic. I don't know, that's just me though. That's definitely just me. And of course, give them very different auras from the previous forms. I believe Villainous Mode 1, they kind of have like the red eyes and then like the aura dripping down from the eyes, and of course the purplish aura. And then Villainous Mode, or Super Villainous, that one is a bit different with like a purple tint over the model with the dark aura. This one should kind of look like the Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Rose Goku characters with the kind of ultra ego-esque hair color, the eye color. Yeah, they would know how to do it, but that's just my way of going about that. At the same time, however, I don't necessarily think we're going to be getting a new Awoken skill for this upcoming Future Saga Chapter 1. That's just me personally though, because if we take a look at the history of all the different Awoken skills, I created this kind of list here. So the first 4, Super Pack 1, 2, and 3, as well as 4, Extra Pack 1. The first 5 DLCs, we didn't get anything. The very first Awoken skill that we got was the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan form from DLC 6. 3 DLCs later, Ultra Pack 1, we then got Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Evolved. Another 3 DLCs later, we got Super Saiyan God for Legendary Pack 2. I did include the Supreme Kai of Time, but do keep in mind this was the 11th free update. We just classified this as DLC 11, but that's not necessarily the case. So if we go ahead and remove that, then yes, it's still 3 from Ultra Pack 1 to Legendary Pack 2 in terms of getting Awoken skills. Another 3 from Super Saiyan God, we got the Hero of Justice Pack 2 Beast transformation, right? So it was at this point where they kind of stopped following every 3 DLC pattern, right? Because with the next update, they called it the Big Free Update with Cross vs. Festival of Universes, we got Ultra Instinct. So that was 2 Awoken skills back to back. And technically, the third update should be Future Saga Chapter 1. So do you guys think we could be getting another Awoken skill? I mean, don't get me wrong, Awoken skills are epic. That's like one of the main things that Xenoverse 2 players are looking for. You know, a new transformation for their custom characters. I do understand, but since we already got 2 back to back, I'm not sure if we're going to be getting a third one back to back, right? That will be crazy. But let me know your thoughts down below. So, as I said before, I personally would like to see one of the cast character transformations, if you will. So, something like these 4 up on screen: Super Saiyan 4, Ultra Instinct Sign, Super Saiyan Rose. I mean, Orange form would be great as well. If we get Orange form, if we get Ultra Super Villainous with the previous 2 forms, then perfect, man. Brand new Awoken skills, I'm there for it. But I think the one on the top of my list specifically would be Super Saiyan 4. So, I, of course, don't think that's going to happen whatsoever. By the way, Ultra Instinct Sign would be my second transformation pick. But since we are getting Super Saiyan Rose Ultra Super Villainous form as a playable character, I feel like, nothing but pure speculation, that Super Saiyan Rose could be the next transformation for CACs, just because of Rose Goku Black being in this DLC pack. Now, if we take a look at the other DLCs, they don't necessarily correlate with the characters, but the first Awoken, we got Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, right? And I believe the characters were Few, Android 17, Jiren, and Ultra Instinct Goku. For Super Saiyan Blue Evolved, this one actually correlates to the Blue Evolved Vegeta character, right? We also got God Vegeta and Ribrianne. For Super Saiyan God, this one was a bit iffy as well, because we got Full Power Jiren, Kale Caulifla, and I believe Base Gogeta. So I guess you could say that the God essence is kind of somewhat similar to Jiren's Full Power essence, you know, which I do get. But obviously, for Hero of Justice Pack 2, we got Beast Gohan, so Beast Awoken kind of makes sense. So what I'm trying to say, since we're getting Super Saiyan Rose Ultra Villainous state, we could potentially get the Rose form for CACs at the same time. Now, why do I think that? Well, because let's take a look at Dragon Ball The Breakers. Recently, they just implemented a brand new Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black Transfer, where the custom character gets to transform into Super Saiyan Rose and use some of their abilities. I believe right now we have 2 abilities for the character, Super Saiyan Rose Kamehameha, and the Crimson Edge files, I think, were taken from Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, according to the homie Demon Boy over here. So I kind of went over the leaks already, but he stated, I was right, a new Goku Black is on the way. Crimson Edge from Breakers was taken from this new DLC, or at least the Scythe effect was. So we know there's going to be a Scythe ability, or maybe the Crimson Edge attack itself within this DLC pack. Now, obviously that could be for the actual Rose Goku Black character, which means we would get the attack for CACs. But what would go well with this brand new attack if we do get it for CACs? A Super Saiyan Rose transformation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying, lads. We got Beast with the Beast Gohan pack. We got Blue Evolved with the Blue Evolution Vegeta pack. Could we potentially get Super Saiyan Rose with the Ultra Super Villainous Rose Goku Black pack? You know, that's just, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say. But going back to what I said before, we got 2 transformations back-to-back already. So I don't think we're going to be getting one for this specific DLC. However, we do have 3 other chapters within this specific future saga. Of course, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and Chapter 4. So if we don't get one for Chapter 1, we could potentially get one for the future ones. 2, 3, or even 4, right? So at the end of the day, all this is just nothing but pure speculation. This is just my prediction for the next Awoken skill for CACs. It could be Super Saiyan Rose. However, I would like to see Super Saiyan 4, and, you know, just a cool idea of how we could potentially utilize the Ultra Villainous states if we do get that as an Awoken skill for CACs, right? 3 key bars for Villainous, 4 for Super Villainous, and so on and so forth. You guys get the idea. So, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Thank you guys for the immense support as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!